Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Roman Reigns and the Bloodline have been a huge part of WWE for the past 4 years. There have been 2 names now involved backstage in the company, with one big name not as involved. Roman Reigns has been one of the top stars in the company for some time, and with the Bloodline, Michael Hayes and Bobby Roode have been the big names backstage producing their segments. Now, it appears that has changed somewhat. As per the report by Fightful Select on their podcast, it was reported that Jamie Noble and Michael Hayes are the 2 names backstage who are involved in the Bloodline segments and producing them. For a while, Hayes was not available as he went on a short break, with Jamie Noble producing several segments. Since he's returned, the 2 stars are both working on the segments. Before this, Michael Hayes was helped by Bobby Roode in producing these segments, with him taking a leading role. It appears this has now somewhat changed, with Jamie Noble taking a bigger role in these segments. With this being the case, there have not been huge, noticeable changes in the style of the segments so far. But with Roman Reigns heading into WrestleMania, it will be interesting to see if this happens. With such a big change happening backstage, it might not be unexpected. The WWE Universe has long been captivated by Roman Reigns and his dominance as the Tribal Chief, a persona that revitalized his career and cemented his place in wrestling history. Alongside the Bloodline, a faction consisting of his cousins, the Usos, Jimmy and Jey Uso, and Solo Sikoa, Roman has ruled WWE with an iron fist. However, reports indicate that significant changes are underway, and 2 prominent backstage names are heavily involved in shaping this new chapter. This evolution promises to shake the very foundation of WWE storytelling and potentially redefine the legacy of the Bloodline. Since adopting the Tribal Chief persona in 2020, Roman Reigns has been on an unprecedented run. Winning the Universal Championship and later unifying it with the WWE Championship, Roman's dominance was bolstered by the Bloodline's family loyalty. The faction thrived under his leadership, with compelling storylines centered on loyalty, betrayal, and the heavy burden of being the family's centerpiece. The narrative hit several high points, such as Jey Uso's initial resistance to Roman's rule, only to fall in line after brutal battles. Jimmy Uso's eventual alignment and Solo Sikoa's inclusion further solidified the group's strength. These family dynamics created one of WWE's most layered and emotional storylines in years. However, as with any great saga, evolution is inevitable. Recent reports suggest that WWE creative minds are preparing to take the Bloodline in a bold new direction, with significant changes to its structure and the introduction of new players. 2 names reportedly involved in this creative overhaul are Paul Heyman and Triple H. Paul Heyman, often referred to as a creative genius, has been instrumental in crafting Roman Reigns' Tribal Chief persona. As Roman's on-screen special counsel, Heyman has added depth to his character with articulate promos and cunning strategies. Behind the scenes, Heyman is known for his ability to weave complex narratives, and his fingerprints are all over the Bloodline's rise. With changes looming, Heyman's role becomes even more crucial. Reports suggest he is working to ensure that the Bloodline's evolution maintains its emotional core while introducing fresh elements. Heyman's knack for adapting to new dynamics while preserving continuity will likely play a pivotal role in shaping the faction's future. As WWE's chief content officer, Triple H has been the driving force behind the company's creative renaissance in recent years. His emphasis on long-term storytelling and character development has resonated with fans and critics alike. The reported involvement of Triple H in the changes to the Bloodline indicates a deliberate effort to elevate the storyline to new heights. Triple H is known for his ability to balance legacy and innovation. By involving fresh talent or reshaping existing alliances, he aims to ensure that Roman Reigns and the Bloodline remain central to WWE's narrative landscape without becoming stagnant. While specific details remain under wraps, several intriguing possibilities have emerged regarding the direction of the Bloodline and Roman Reigns' character. One persistent rumor is the potential involvement of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson in the storyline. As the real-life cousin of Roman Reigns, The Rock's inclusion could bring a new layer of legitimacy and intrigue. A confrontation between The Rock and Roman, centered on who truly deserves the title of head of the table, would be a blockbuster moment. While The Rock's Hollywood commitments make his WWE appearances rare, even a brief return could profoundly impact the story, potentially leading to a climactic WrestleMania showdown. Recent months have seen cracks forming within the Bloodline, particularly between Roman and the Usos. Jey Uso's defection and subsequent feud with Roman highlighted the family's fractured dynamics. Reports suggest that these internal conflicts could intensify, with Solo Sikoa possibly stepping out of Roman's shadow to assert his dominance. This dissension could lead to the faction's disbandment or a reformation with new members. Either way, the emotional stakes would remain high, as family loyalty continues to be tested. WWE may also use this opportunity to introduce new talent into the Bloodline storyline. Rising stars with Samoan heritage, such as Jacob Fatu from MLW or other family members yet to debut, could be integrated into the faction. This approach would ensure the Bloodline's legacy endures while allowing Roman to transition into a different role, perhaps as a mentor or even an adversary. Another possibility is Roman stepping away from the Bloodline entirely. After dominating WWE for over 3 years, Roman may seek a new challenge or even take time off to recharge. If this happens, the storyline could focus on the vacuum left by his absence and the battle for control of the Bloodline. The WWE Universe has shown a deep investment in the Bloodline saga, making any significant changes a risky proposition. Fans have praised the storyline for its intricate storytelling and emotional depth, and there is hope that the upcoming changes will enhance rather than diminish its impact. Social media has been abuzz with speculation, with many fans expressing excitement about the potential involvement of The Rock or the rise of Solo Sikoa as a dominant force. Others are curious to see how WWE will maintain the delicate balance between Roman's godlike aura and the relatable family drama that has endeared the Bloodline to audiences. As WWE prepares to navigate this new chapter, the stakes have never been higher. The Bloodline has become more than just a wrestling faction. It is a cultural phenomenon that has transcended the squared circle. The reported involvement of Paul Heyman and Triple H suggests that WWE is committed to delivering a storyline that lives up to its monumental legacy. Whether through the return of legends, the rise of new stars, or a complete reimagining of the Bloodline, the changes ahead promise to be nothing short of revolutionary. For Roman Reigns, this evolution represents both a challenge and an opportunity to further solidify his legacy as one of the greatest performers in WWE history. The WWE Universe is on the edge of its seat as the future of Roman Reigns and the Bloodline unfolds. With Paul Heyman's creative brilliance and Triple H's visionary leadership guiding the way, the next phase of this saga has the potential to surpass all expectations. As fans eagerly await the next twist in this compelling tale, one thing is certain. The story of the Bloodline is far from over, and its next chapter could be its most unforgettable yet.